Hi, I'm Katie Berlin and I'm reporting for SA Promo on Cool Jobs, and here with me I have Dr. Tim Berlin, who's the medical officer on the ship the QE2. So Tim, what is it like working on the QE2?
It's wonderful actually. It's a different type of job where I do what I enjoy and I get to meet people and see the world and get paid for it.
And is it quite exciting being on the QE2 for its final voyage?
It is too. It's exciting being given the privilege to lay this Queen of the Seas to rest. Essentially the most famous ship in the world, and we only have about 6 weeks left, and we'll be laying her to rest in Dubai. She's becoming a big floating hotel there.
Brilliant. Can you tell us about your final voyages, where you'll be going before you lay her to rest?
We go across to New York. And then we come back to Southampton, do a little bit of the Mediterranean, and we're off to Dubai after that.
Okay, so I'm getting back to the medical profession. How is it different working on the QE2 as opposed to being a regular doctor on land?
The QE, basically, being a ship's doctor, you're a general practitioner with with a lot of emergency medicine. If there's a collapse or something and you need to ventilate someone, you can't just refer on to a specialist who does ventilate. You have to do everything yourself. So basically it involves more emergency medicine and a lot of the run-of-the-mill stuff like coughs and colds and stuff like that.
Can you tell me, what is the worst medical emergency that you've had on the ship?
Any collapse is pretty serious. Any cardiac arrest. I could think of the past 10 cardiac arrests that we had, where we had to intubate and ventilate. And I've only had one death at sea, and in that case the patient actually wanted to die. She'd signed papers saying that she didn't want us to resuscitate her. So the past 15 resuscitations have actually been successful.
What sort of training did you have to do then? You said you've got to do a lot of emergency procedures, so did you have to do specific training for that?
We didn't need to do specific training, but some experience always helps. So my experience in emergency medicine, orthopedics, neurosurgery, I've done a bit of surgery as well, that comes in handy. And in order to get accepted for the job, you need to have had quite a bit of experience in emergency medicine.
Because it must be quite stressful if something happens on board and it's all up to you.
That's all part of being a doctor, isn't it?
I suppose in your day-to-day life.
Yeah, as a doctor you're helping people and basically reviving people who've collapsed.
How many doctors are there on board?
There are 2 doctors on board and 4 nurses.
Okay. And then you're catering to how many people? How many people are there on the ship altogether at one time?
Approximately 2,000 passengers. It differs from cruise to cruise, and about 1,000 crew. So it's about 3,000 people on board that we have to cater for.
You're responsible for a large amount of people.
Not really. It's bearable, you could say. It's pretty much a constant flow of people that we have to see, but it's very enjoyable. And as I said, you get to see the world, and you get to meet many different cultures. Pretty much the perfect job.
So Tim, can you tell me about your ranking on the ship? What do these little line things, stripes mean?
These 3 stripes mean that I'm the doctor. Well, the 2 stripes in the middle are the red stripes, and that means that I'm the doctor. The 3 stripes basically give my rank. I'm the junior doctor, so if I was the senior doctor, I'd have another half a stripe here.
Okay. And so have you got a high ranking in the ship compared to?
Basically, as a doctor, you come in with a pretty high ranking.
Tell me, what is the most exciting place that you visited on the ship, which you enjoyed the most?
As with people, everyone is pretty interesting, and all places that I've been to have something beautiful about them. In Alaska, it's the glaciers. In New Zealand, it's the beautiful oceans and the laid-back people. In Australia, it's the beautifully structured cities. In America, it's just the size of everything. Canada, I love the artiness and the focus on expression. Ireland, I love the intimate pubs, and the UK, I liked all the tradition. And every place has something beautiful about it.
And besides all that, what sort of perks do you enjoy on board? I mean, when you're not working, what kind of things do you do?
Basically, we can make use of any of the entertainment venues or facilities that the passengers can use of. So we can go to any of the shows. All depends on your brand.
So Tim, tell me, what is the most common question that passengers ask you on the ship?
Well, besides directions, everyone gets slightly lost for the first 2 or 3 days.
Can imagine.
You pretty much serve as the director of where to go.
More like a navigator and a doctor in one.
Indeed, and signpost.
Signpost, general signpost.
But often when we're walking around as a medical department, people ask us who's driving the ship, because they think that we're the captain and his deck officers, and we often reply that it's on auto navigate, and but then we add that we're actually the medical department, and that they're steering the ship back up the beach.
Thanks Tim for your time today. We really enjoyed coming on the ship and just kind of seeing what your life is like, getting a little taste of it, and thanks for talking to us at SA Promo.
Anytime.
And all the best with the rest of your travels on the ship until you get to Dubai, obviously.
Thank you.